Anyone can waste a holiday season partying too hard for their own good, and in fact, most people probably will. It takes genuine thoughtfulness to walk the road less travelled. If refreshing and renewing yourself is your priority, you won't just take care with food, alcohol, rest and exercise, you'll actually get a bit obsessive about it. So devoting at least 1 week out of the traditional 4 to your own physical recovery wouldn't just be a good idea, it would be mandatory if you want to make the most out of the year coming up. Now that said, and assuming that you can figure out for yourself what is best for you physically, here's my tips on what to do with that brain of yours. Now, firstly, the poor old thing is probably a bit hypersensitive, overtired and overstimulated. What with all the texting, emailing, news feeding, banking and weather checking you've had it constantly updating on. So here's a revolutionary idea. It could sound impossible, but give it a go before you say it can't be done. Tell everyone you care about that you're going offline for a week and that they're going to have to survive without your vital comments on their Facebook posts. Then turn your phone and computer off and put them in a drawer. Next, observe how lost you feel when you get a spare moment. You go to whip out your phone to check out who is plotting to knife the Prime Minister and you come up empty-handed. Trust me, you'll be okay. It can be disconcerting in the beginning, but you'll quickly get used to being in the moment and taking the opportunity to enjoy being alive. Perhaps you'll suck in a deep breath and then let it out slowly, savouring the simple joy of feeling your own breath compared to the normal hyperventilating triggered by wondering where you parked the car. Maybe you'll smile at a kid playing with nothing more than a stick or a pebble. You might even just sit and enjoy the simple pleasure of watching some people. However you end up organising it, I can promise you this, the benefits of the brain space will far outweigh being the last person to know that Elle Macpherson tripped over at the Melbourne Cup. Now, the second thing you could do for that poor old overworked brain of yours is give it some space and rest by meditating or practicing mindfulness. And you can probably already hear your brain breathing a sigh of relief when you start telling it some meditating is coming up. And imagine just what 2 half-hour meditations a day could do for you over a week. My final recommendation for revitalising your brain is to feed it something challenging and uplifting. There has to be something inspiring you've been meaning to get around to. Grab it, move it to the top of the stack beside your bed and dump the trash. You will hear your brain groaning with pleasure.